Mm.
See, here we are, in Central America, the center of Central America. And
Mm-hmm.
for us, Central America is only 5 countries because that's who we
I'm trying to
share.
figure out how to do the video.
We don't have Belize belonged to Honduras.
Oh,
That's
here
what
we
it
go.
was
Yes,
before
it's
the
good.
British
Oh, I don't
invaded.
know.
You
Well,
know
it's
that
showing.
when the British invade, we were not the US, so it's, separated. But we have only, what we share is with Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua,
Mm-hmm.
and Costa Rica. Panama is technically in Central America, but Panama belonged to Colombia. So
Mm.
historically, it wasn't with us. It was South America. We are Central America. And that's one thing that people think that Mexico and Central America is South America. We are only Central America.
Mm.
All these countries, Belize now and Panama now, but we are here in the center of America.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our scarlet macaw, it's our bird.
Yeah, very
It was taken
beautiful.
in the ruins, in the Maya ruins in Copang. The orchid is native of here. So that's our flower, national flower. And the pine trees, which is also a native of Honduras.
Yeah,
It
that's
smells really
beautiful.
great. So we are 18 departments. It's not states, but 18 departments. And this is how I showed it's a bit larger than Tennessee. We were discovered by Columbus at the fourth voyage. And he came to Isla de la Bahia, Bay Islands. He entered here, and then he went to Trujillo, which is the mainland. So when he sailed over here, all over, there was a huge tempest, and the waters are very profound. So when he went over and the tempest was over, he said, "Oh, thank God we're out of this Honduras." So that's how we got the Honduras. Because,
Oh.
yeah, the waters are really, the depth is very, very huge. So he was glad he was out of Honduras. And that's how we are Honduras. Here's we show, I'm showing you Nicaragua, El Salvador, Guatemala. This is our borders.
Miss Anamaria, can you tell us what city you're in?
Tegucigalpa is the main city.
Mm-hmm.
We are here.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to talk and I'll show you, here's where we have our juncas, herbaceous plant that we have all the hats and things made of that. And I'll show you. And this is Copan where the ruins are, the Maya ruins. And then this part is the Lencas. I heard about, I heard about John, I think it was saying about the Mayan. And yeah, we have the Mayans that were here. There still are, but we are now a mixed race because I don't know if you know, but the Spaniards, when they came over, they had no women in their ships, like the pilgrims. The pilgrims came with families. We had only the Spaniards, soldiers, and whoever came, no women. So when they came over, they just took over women. So we are all mixed race of white and Indian. He thought he had gotten to the Indies. So we called them, instead of Native American, we called them Indians, but not from India, they're from here. So there's a confusion when you hear Indians. For us, they are Indians, but not from India, Native American.
Yeah.
So this is the capital of my city. I was born here and I've always been here. So it became the capital in 1880 because before it was Comayagua. It's a beautiful valley, but it's very warm. So what they said that the president had his wife with him and somebody spited her in Comayagua. So he became so furious. He said, "I'm going to take the capital, the whole capital to Tegucigalpa." And Tegucigalpa was just a mining town. We are among hills, silver hills. So he was so mad that he brought the whole capital to Tegucigalpa and left Comayagua. So Comayagua, was left to itself, and now it's very colonial, very Spaniard, really. They think they are the noble people of Honduras. So now we are the capital, but we are surrounded by hills.
Yeah.
So it would have been beautiful, a huge city. This is the colonial, part of the colonial Tegucigalpa.
It's
This is the
beautiful.
main, the cathedral. We live in the same street about 6 blocks from here. This is where I am right now, the same street as the cathedral.
Oh,
This is a former presidential palace, and now it's a museum. The new president decided to have a new building, so now it's a skyrock. It's any building. I prefer this one because it's beautiful,
yeah.
but I'm not the president.
Well, not yet.
Well, I don't think I will be. Okay, this is part of the colonial, oops, can you turn it back, please? This is part of the offices, that we have that are colonial still. And this is another church.
I
It's
put
Los Dolores.
something off emoji.
And and our, Tegucigalpa was called San Miguel de Tegucigalpa. So Saint Michael, the Archangel, is the patron saint. And this is going up the hills where people live now, all the way up the hills. So you can go ahead. San Pedro Sula is the second city. It's an industrial city. We are the government city. They are the industrial city. Everything is done there. Textiles, everything. So it's the second city, the largest city. And this is the cathedral and different parts of San Pedro. We just call it San Pedro. The name is San Pedro Sula, but for us, it's just San Pedro. Go ahead. Lake Chohoa is a tourist attraction. And I have put 800 species of plants, 407 of birds, 72 of reptiles, and 54 mammals. They go rafting, and it's a beautiful place with delicious lake fish to eat. But it is a little far from Tegucigalpa. I don't know if I have taken Anamaria there. I don't think so. Oops.
Well, maybe this right after coronavirus, you know where to take her.
Yeah, yeah. After the virus, because right now we're living the virus. So this is another. We are the second largest barrier reef in where Columbus landed first was in the islands. So these are the islands, the main ones. We have more, but they're tinier. But these ones are the tourist attractions. It's part of the scenery, what you see, when you go surfing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And they're beautiful. They are beautiful. So huge ships come over with tourists. Here we have the Maya ruins. The Mayas. Go ahead. So they were founded in the 5th century, and nobody knows what happened to the Mayas, but they disappeared suddenly. And this Copan was the religious center and the scientific center of the Maya. So what we have now are the ruins. And they continue discovering underneath, and they continue doing excavations and having more and more ruins coming up. So they said that the city had around 30,000 people before they just disappeared. And nobody knows what happened. So this is the stela. It's a woman. This is where they played ball.
Oh.
They played with a huge leather ball, and the ones that were defeated were killed.
Oh,
So you better win every win, you know,
I
every
know.
one of your games.
That's wow.
Yep.
Simple elimination.
Yeah, this is where the king. This is the dorm for the king. It's a big room. I don't know where the king, because everything is stone. So I don't know where his bed was. So I don't know on top of here or what. But
Maybe
it's
he
all
has a
the,
really strong back.
yeah. So okay, we are talking about the Lencas, and I have the map of where the Lenca, the other Indians that we have. See, we have the Mayas here. Mayas are near Guatemala because the Mayas were up to the peninsula in Mexico, Yucatan. So here's where we have the Mayas going up. Then we have the Lencas, then the Chorotegas, which are another, and those are the other Jicaques, they are the other tribe. So we are a mix of all those with the Spaniards.
Wow.
This is like textiles. Anamaria, you could tell when was it that they won in Paris? They won some, you know, this Honduran guy is a designer, and he used all the ones that are the Lenca make to make all the
Yeah,
modern
he got a
dresses.
chance to exhibit in one of the shows in Paris, one of the minor ones for fashion, for using native textiles.
And he won, was it?
No, he just exhibited.
Ah, okay. So this is part of the
But it's a
heritage.
huge deal because I mean, it's even on a minor circuit, it's still a big deal to get accepted and to exhibit.
Yeah,
This
that's,
is beautiful.
You know what the woman is wearing in the upper left-hand corner is really pretty.
yeah. This is how, you know, that's how they do it now. You know, they have been ignored, and this handicraft comes to, since the Spaniards, they were using that, but nobody here really paid any attention. I guess until everybody started with his exhibit and everything, they started paying attention to the Lenca handicraft, and now now we have an industry, a modern industry with everything, and they incorporate La Maya, the Lenca colors and the Lenca, how they do it in skirts and everything, handkerchiefs, everything, and really expensive now. So that's how it became now. Everybody wants one of those.
That's so beautiful. So are you gonna wear it sometime or?
I'm going to try and buy one, but right now we are shut down. Everything is
Oh,
shut down. So
well,
yeah, we
so
can't
many
really.
things to do after the market comes back.
Yeah, I do, because you know they told me they have beautiful Honduran thing,
Mm.
and I haven't seen them, so I want to go and see and buy some of them. But
Oh.
right now, as I said, you know, we only go once every 15 days,
Mm.
depending on the last number of your ID card.
Mm.
So yesterday I went out, but that was it.
Oh, I see. Oh, so
Oh.
you rotate ID, rotate to go out based on the ID card number.
Yeah, the last digit of my number tells me when I have to go out. I can go out, not I have to. I can.
Oh.
Otherwise, you remain at home.
Mm.
So that's where we are now.
Well, looking forward to seeing you wearing the beautiful
Yeah,
headscarf.
me too. I want to go and see what they have. You can continue now.
Sorry.
See, that's part of the Maya textiles. See, they're so different from the Lencas.
Mm-hmm.
And they, you know, the designs are completely different.
Mm.
So that's what they do, you know, the stelas that they have in Copan, they reproduce, and that's for souvenir. Everything is for souvenir, right? You know, that they have. And those that the handicraft, the Honduran wood, everything is made of wood and carved. They have beautiful doors, you know, for your home. They have beautiful chests. This one is a small one, but they have big ones, beautiful ones. That's what they do. And every Honduran that goes out, mostly we have our little, you know, chest. from Honduras. So I have there in State College.
Oh, wow.
So we have hammocks and the pottery, of course. Pottery always, you know, every people have pottery. So
Oh,
yep, we have that. You can continue. This is Santa Barbara that I was telling you, Santa Barbara with the juncus plant. And this is what they do. They make everything out of that. Everything that you want is made in junco.
mm.
I think that is the last one, but I wanted to show you my last
Oh,
one.
that's really beautiful. Thank you so much for introducing Honduras to us. This is so
Oh, you're
great.
welcome. You're welcome. I'm so
Yeah.
glad because it is just a short view of Honduras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ready?
before we start the cooking session, does anyone have
You know how to
questions
Yes.
for Miss Anna Maria or
That's
after her
okay.
beautiful slideshow? I
Yeah.
think we're all in awe here, and maybe we will have a question later. So Anna, John has to leave at.
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
is it okay if we take a group photo right now, or? Oh, okay. Yeah, John, is it okay with you, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, I'm sorry to be.
Before you leave,
Yeah. Otherwise, I have to Photoshop like
I
a
don't know how to
elephant to
the phone.
replace it. um, so okay, yeah. So Anna, does your neighbor want to be in the photo, or they don't want to? Up to them. Whatever is fine with us. Oh, I don't think Anna can hear me. That's okay. Okay.
That's okay. No, I can hear you. That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's so nice. Thank you. So
Bye,
Anna, we are ready to learn more about the Honduran dish that you're gonna cook, and it's gonna be delicious. Sorry, Miss Anna Maria, you can't eat it, but
I know. I can eat it here though.
yeah. Yeah, you can buy more ingredients there, I
is that
guess.
unmuted?
Yeah, I have the native ones. 'Cause there you have a canned beans.
Get closer so you can get the chopping pan. I've got 2 shots on this one.
So I'm gonna
All right.
here.
So I'm going to start on the plantains. So let's hope this works. Get the pan started. You only need enough to coat the bottom. We are not deep frying this. This is about a 1/4 cup just to get that in there. Mine's a cast iron, so I'm going to let that heat up while I cut. And all you're going to do, ends come off. This is not as ripe as I would like it, but that's okay. You know, the one I have on the picture shows a little bit of red. This is pretty close, so we'll work with it.
Oh, so it has to be even ripe, more riper, more ripe, or did I say riper?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of black. People are afraid of black, but that's okay.
Oh,
And you can tell it's ripe because it's peeling somewhat easily. Somewhat. So I usually make one and see how it goes and then just score down the rest if the first one doesn't get me where I need to. But
now we
see,
learned.
there we go. It just comes right off.
Yeah, now we learned your plantain peeling trick.
Yep. They're pretty easy when they're ripe. If you remember, we did them when we did the Columbia event. We did the green plantains.
Yeah.
And with Millie as well. And they do not peel easily. Ripe ones peel a lot more easily, as you can tell. Is Fred in there?
No,
the litter?
Nimbus is
Oh,
in there.
okay.
Of course, Nimbus is in there.
Of course, he wants to start on the show.
Mhm.
So they're going to be long slices. We're not doing them crosswise, so I'm just peeling that.
Oh, Esther, hey, welcome to join
Hi,
us.
Esther.
We
Hello.
just start.
I
So I'm just going to cut it in half just to make my life easier. If you have a lot of talent or a really long pan, you can feel free to leave them completely long. I do not. And I'm just going to cut on the curve to get rid of that part so that it lies flat. And then you can cut it into about 3 or 4 sections. You want them somewhat thick here. And I'm going to cut it into 4 just because I can. So you can see they're about 1/4 inch, not too bad. And the first slice always comes out a little wonky, and that's okay. So there we have that. Do you want to try some?
Yeah.
No?
Really?
Well, I
You
thought
don't
you were
wanna try what
asking
it- what it
us.
tastes
I was
like?
like, oh, yeah.
It's pretty tasty. It's not quite a banana, but it is somewhat similar.
Anna, I thought you were asking us. I didn't realize you were asking Andrew.
Yep, I have my
It was gonna
official
be a
camera
Star Trek
guy.
kind of a thing.
You are welcome. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think they taste like?
It tastes like a banana, but not as sweet.
Okay, there we go.
It has nice
Thank you.
burdens to it.
And Mandy, thank you so much for letting us do this. We really
Oh, you are
appreciate
more
it.
than welcome. I love cooking. This is great.
All right. So we're not quite there yet on my oil.
Yeah,
So-
you might be able to like bump it up a little.
Bump up a little? Okay.
It's just that it's like, it'll just
Takes a
sit
while.
there and then it'll burn your oil.
Great.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the first slice is this one is the one that I took off to make it not the prettiest picture, definitely one you can eat or cut in half, or just wait till it disintegrates in the middle, which, trust me, it will do. So I even it out and call this part mine. But I will get started on the bell pepper, since that's going to be for our beans. And can you start the that one?
Like what picture?
About a medium. Yeah, and I'm just going to use half with a bell pepper, which is about 3/4 of a cup. And we're going to slice it nice and thin. Yeah, I'm getting used to the kitchen, so you'll have to forgive me a little on this one. My connection at home does not like me, so.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, so I'm like, you can tell they're really thin slices, like I said, about 1/8 of an inch, because you want them to disappear. Right now, I'm just prepping them, and then I'm gonna slice them crossways. I just wanna get this part started while my oil warms up and hopefully doesn't get to the smoking point.
Andrew, thank you so much for being the cameraman. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Okay, close. Good.
I have to say that's really, really thin, Anna. I think your knife work is so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's impressive.
No.
Vet skills come in handy for this. Not only surgery, but look, kitchen.
Mm.
You gotta have a sense of humor or else.
So that's how you do surgery?
I use a slightly larger knife depending on my patient.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Okay.
And these are gonna be about 1-inch pieces.
Mm.
Because like I said, this one's gonna end up disappearing. If you have any fun bits like that, we're just gonna slice them up a little thinner so that they end up. I'm gonna see if my oil is ready, which I think it is.
Wavy.
Yeah. Not yet.
You
Close.
can even like bump it up and then turn it back down.
Yeah, I think I might. And I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of oil to my other pan where I'm gonna do the beans. Or yeah, about a tablespoon. Thank you. And I'm gonna chop up 2 cloves of garlic as well. You can use minced garlic from a jar, that's fine. And I will be using, sorry. I like the low sodium ones just because the other ones are a little salty for me. In Honduras, they have small red beans that you can't have here. It's a different variety. So that's why the black beans work better here. I don't know if Mom wants to add anything about that.
No, you said the right thing. So.
Oh, Miss Anna Maria, did you cook Anna all the cooking skills, or did she learn it by herself?
No, the Honduras ones I did for her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Miss Anna
Otherwise, she
Maria,
wouldn't
where
know.
did you learn this dish? Did you learn it from your family, or?
Yeah, from my mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Firm believers in teaching everyone to cook so that you know how to
Boys and girls.
survive on your own.
Yep.
Important skills.
Well, that's definitely a good skill to have.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I usually cook for my mom, but my mom usually does the Honduran dishes for me. These are my requested dishes that I get her to cook for me. I rarely cook this for myself at all.
Oh, so it's
Good.
the
My
first
oil
time
looks
you
about
cook.
ready.
Oh, so thank you for cooking this for our group. That's really special.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say, like I said, rarely do this one for myself. So it's a special occasion indeed. All right, so my oil looks about ready. It's wavy. You do want it to sizzle even though we're not deep frying. And as you can see, it's not covering. Can you get that in there without burning yourself?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
Oh, can you get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not covering the plantains. They're not even halfway up on the oil.
Hmm.
You're going to leave it about 2 minutes per side, and then so about 2 minutes later, I'm going to flip these.
Andrew, good job. We can see the sizzling just so well.
Yep.
And
it's perfect because my oil on the other pan is ready too. So here comes the other one. I'm going to go to this one for 2 seconds. And when your oil's hot on that one.
Oh, that one can really hear the sizzling. And I think, Andrew, you are doing it at a really perfect height. We can see the ingredient just really well.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And while this one's cooking, this one, for the beans, we're going to let go about 5 minutes to get nice and soft. I'm using a fork. This is not non-stick, so we're good. Fork or potato masher, your choice. We're going to squish these a little bit to get them to disintegrate a little bit better. And if you notice any pieces that are large, feel free to cut them again every now and then. It'll escape your board. There we go. Yeah. So, and you'll notice that they will change, the plantains will change color. I'm going to
Even garlicky.
Anna, I can tell your mom is really proud of your cooking right now.
Yes, I am. She
So
loves
about another minute on the plantain while I get the can going over here.
You need this drained or anything?
Nope, we're going to use the sauce. All right. My cooking things, very important. Try to keep your kitchen clean over here
Oh, it's okay.
and spread out of it. You don't want me getting into it. All right, so we're going to take a look and see if this is ready. I have a plate with paper towels on it just to catch that after it's done. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, you can see the difference in color from cooked and not cooked, and you'll see it even more once I plate it.
Mm.
That smells so good.
Oh, just wait till you taste it. And about 2 minutes on that side.
I think they need a little bit more.
A little.
We have our food critics stand by and they're ready to give us advice. So
Oh, this one?
No, it's
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down because that's getting a little hot on me.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn that. You don't want to burn it. It's definitely not a good flavor to add to food is burnt. Yeah. So just keep an eye on the stove. It doesn't matter if you've used it or not.
And I know
While that's getting nice and fragrant, like you can tell, I'm squishing those a little bit. 'Cause like I said, we want this to more or less disappear in our food.
Smash it more.
I know, I'm also picking out any large bits. That's why I use a fork.
Yeah, I was trying to ask you. I noticed you use fork to cook instead of a spatula. I wonder what the reason is behind it.
Because I can pluck out the pieces that are too large. You can use a potato masher, as I said, or your favorite implement for squishing, because the fork will also be used a little bit for the beans.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
just waiting for them to get a little softer so that I can squish it. Do you have a lid that I can cover that one? Ooh, perfect. And I'm just going to add a lid so that it gets some vapor in there and starts softening up after I've done the initial. Yep. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh.
So, as you can see, it's going pretty fast. The other side should be cooked. Oh, yeah, just a little bit more. Like I said, 2 or 3 minutes. You're just going to kind of check the color, and we're getting there. So we're going to leave that an extra minute. Any questions?
It was very clear.
Yeah, you give really clear instructions. We appreciate that.
Okay, I'm glad.
I think you should turn it again, Ana Maria.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to wait a little bit. There we go. Now we're getting a nice color.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Oh.
It does look better. I agree. Nice camera work today. This is looking awesome. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Just like it is.
So Anna, is Andrew one of your students?
What do you think, Andrew? You might be cooking this at home later?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, and he is not one of our students. He's a neighbor.
After this, we don't know. Although he's really good in the kitchen all by himself, too. Really good baking skills. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to call that about good.
He's just a little short.
That's okay.
We'll grow into it.
That comes with time.
Yeah, Mama's okay.
That looks really good. Now I can add the rest of that, and I'm going to check my tuppers and hope they haven't burnt yet. Watch out. This one gets a little touchy over there. That should burn you. He's fine. Let's see. Oh, good.
We're still good.
Oh, yeah. Now you can tell they're getting pretty soft. Getting in there well. Yeah, everything's sizzling.
So Andrew, we can't really smell the food. Do you mind if you describe what the kitchen smells like?
What do you think? What does it smell like, Andrew?
Like garlic and like it's hard to explain. Good.
Yeah, definitely garlic.
Yeah.
A little sweet, I think, from the plantain as well. I think that's the undescribable one.
Yeah.
Is you're getting the garlic, but you're getting a sweet undertone.
Mm.
And since that's looking pretty good, and I'm doing a good job of squishing this.
Neither of us have ever had plantains before, so.
Oh, that's yeah. So that would be a first for you too.
I
Yeah,
hope you like them.
they look delicious. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I know Andrew hasn't. We're just gonna add the beans. And now for about the 2 tablespoons of water.
Rinse the can, since there's always something left in the can. Add that in. We're gonna leave it because we may or may not need more water. That'll depend.
You need more water. I'm watching.
Everyone has their preference. You can definitely add more from the start. I'm gonna let that go for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna cover that again.
Yeah, but smash the pepper. Hey, before covering, smash the pepper.
I know, I did. I'm letting it go.
No, right now with the beans.
I know, but I'm gonna turn this before this burns.
I have a feeling Miss Anna Maria will
Yeah, I
make a
know.
different version in
Yeah.
Honduras later.
So is she deviating from the family recipe?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
She's creating a new tradition.
Yes.
After when you did your canyon cooking, we should have invited your mom. So.
Oh, my mom is she will do the PR thing. So if we're in public, my father is the one who can correct you in public. But my mom will just keep saying, "Oh my goodness, Esther is amazing. She walks on water." I'm not kidding. And if my dad tries to correct me, my mom will tap his wrist, like, we're in public.
Really good. Oh, she's smushing now.
Smooshin'.
I'm only doing a little bit of the extra on the peppers as instructed.
Oh yeah, because I was watching and looking at all the peppers there, and you have to not see them.
I know, hence why I do not cook this very often.
So maybe Andrew wants to zoom out, move further behind,
You're a little too
so that the peppers don't annoy Anna Maria.
No, I just want the flavor to get out to the beans. They don't annoy me. I just want the beans to be more flavorful.
That's why I'm squishing the peppers, but I'm waiting for them to get a little softer. That's why I'm waiting on it.
So make sure you put some in the freezer for Anna Maria.
No, I have my own.
Oh. So you did some shopping yesterday when it was your day to go out.
I know. The thing is that I made mine way before this show, and then we forgot about the plantain, so we ate it without any pictures or anything.
Yeah, so Esther, before you joined us, so Miss Anna Maria is in Honduras, and in Honduras, you can go out based on the last digit of your ID card. Yesterday was her turn to go out, so she did a lot of shopping in the market.
Oh dear, that's a very interesting system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do they actually check your ID?
Pardon me?
Do they check your ID to
yes,
confirm
yes.
that you're out legitimately?
Yes, before entering the store. They take your temperature, then you show your ID, and then your shoes are, you go to the sanitizing thing, the rug, and then your temperature and ID and in.
And
it's
the
only
infection
about 10
numbers,
people, 10 people at a time.
are the infection numbers going down?
No, they're going up.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well,
Like us, I was in a Zoom call, I can't remember with who, and then the people told me, with people in Kenya, and then they told me, oh, Esther, you can't talk because you guys are having problems in the US. And then everybody just started laughing that for the first time, people from a developing country are telling someone from the developed country, okay, just relax, you have enough problems.
Oh, look at those.
So I always try to tell them that even though it's showing Pennsylvania as red, the part of Pennsylvania where I'm at, it's not red.
No, it isn't.
That looks delicious.
Yeah.
I love plantains.
Me too. I like them both the way we've seen it before, made into patacones with the green ones and these ones. And the flavor is completely different between green and ripe.
It's interesting. They're really starchy.
Yeah.
Like starchier than a banana, almost like a potato, but like tangy and banana flavor. It's kind of good. I mean, it's really good, but it's interesting. It's not what I expected.
Definitely.
Andy, I like the description you gave, like a potato, but with a banana touch to it.
Yeah.
Green or starchier.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess
Well,
so. Oh, here.
But you take the starch when they are green. When they're ripe, you don't.
Yeah, you can hang it on there.
Like, I don't want you to have a wet towel on your neck.
So Esther, do you also eat a lot of plantain in Kenya?
So no, I learned how to eat plantains from my friends who are Jamaicans. I did not. We eat bananas. We cook green bananas, but we don't have plantain.
Oh,
That's a very West African thing.
So Miss Anna Maria, you probably eat a lot of plantain when you were growing up.
Oh yeah, we still do. It's one of the staple foods, you know. Plantain is everywhere and we eat it every day, mostly if you like them.
So do you usually saute it or do you eat it in different ways?
No, like Anamaria is doing. Ripe bananas, ripe plantain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ripe bananas that we eat too, every day.
So can you grill plantains?
Yes.
Huh.
Although you have to be careful because they're kind of mushy.
Yeah.
So I'm just squishing the rest of well, right now I'm flipping the plantains. But I'm squishing the rest now that they're nice and soft, the rest of the peppers. And you do want to squish some of the beans at this point, but no more than about half of the beans in the pan. You want half whole. Because this is, now that we're squishing up everything, like I said, I wait to squish it till everything gets softer so I can squish it well. Like I said, different methods. They both kind of represent the same thing. That would be Fred, the official doorbell dog. Yep.
I thought maybe the dog was excited because you squished it really hard.
Maybe. It's hard to tell with Fred sometimes. The neighbor was walking out. Letting us know the other neighbor was leaving.
So Chen,
Terribly important to know that one.
Chen, now that you've been watching all these different meals being cooked, how many have you tried cooking?
Oh, well, I never tried a single cooking like independently, but I always take a little bit, like a little tips from here and there, like the one you taught us, like how to make the dough really flat. And I really want to try it. I haven't got a chance yet, but I remember how you can make dough so flat that it gets folded so that eventually there would be layers. I really like that. And there are also other ways to cook vegetables. I try to infuse it in our cooking. I haven't tried like the fish yet, but this kind of tips
I finally got
here and there.
here.
Yeah.
The hard part.
I mentioned he might try the Brazilian dish sometime. So I don't know if you've ever tried it.
There we go. Yeah, I've tried almost all of the cooking ones. Okay, now I got all of the peppers to pretty much disappear. I still have whole beans, as you can tell, but we can hardly see the peppers. I think I've fished I only have, yeah, okay, one that I missed. Whatever.
Okay, that's
But-
okay. Leave them.
Yeah, but as you can see, when I hold it up, you can barely see peppers. It's mostly beans and some squished. And we're just gonna let that thicken up for about 5 minutes while I turn these so that they don't burn. Oh yeah, that's looking beautiful.
So you just want the peppers to disappear because of the
It gives it the
flavor?
flavor.
Yeah.
It infuses the flavor into the beans.
Okay.
So now that I'm almost done with the plantains, you can make your own. You can definitely use Esther's recipe. You can buy tortilla or use chapati. I'm just gonna go with flour. Corn is more traditional, but flour is what I had. I wasn't gonna buy both because then I'd have too much in my fridge.
Oh, when Esther made the chapati, you could have.
Yeah, so I'm like, you could definitely do this with chapati since it's a bread. You're not getting any bread. And I have a willing dog that says he'll have anything. He doesn't care what it's with.
So
Tortillas are normally
interestingly, some of my friends from Kenya, there's some other things which we make, and we normally use the same flat bread for chapati. And some of my friends say that's too much work. So they use the same thing that you're using right now. They're like, same concept. We're gonna just start with that one. So that works.
Yep.
That's it. What is that you're chopping?
I am slicing up mozzarella for the tortillas
Yum.
because that's what's going into my cast iron.
Andrew's like, Mom, what's that?
Just ask, Andrew.
Ooh.
I'm here for questions. I'm sure somebody else has the same question you do.
About what?
About anything. And as you can see, pretty much most of my oil has disappeared. And I can just toss that in there to heat up a little.
No lo dejes tan seco, Ana María.
¿Qué?
No lo dejes tan seco, los frijoles.
I'm not.
Well,
My
I'm
beans
looking
are
at them.
almost ready. They're nice and saucy, so I'm just gonna turn that off. Is that off or is that
All the
low?
way to-
Oh, all the way at the top. Okay.
Wow, I
Yeah.
don't know what Andrew did, but he just suddenly grew so tall and come all the way to the sky.
Magic growing powers. Still not yours, Fred. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more water there. That was about another tablespoon just to make sure it doesn't dry out. But as you can tell, it's thickened up some. I've turned the heat off and I'm just gonna let it stay and meld and get all nice and tasty while I wait for these to heat up. There we go.
Oh, man.
And I'm just adding the cheese and I'm gonna fold.
Oh, so you can't really use chapati because Esther said you can't add cheese to chapati.
No.
That's why I asked her.
That
if
was Judy.
she
That
ever
was
added
Judy.
cheese.
Judy is the one who said you can't add. I said many Kenyans don't eat cheese at all.
Yeah, so my plantains are ripe. I'm gonna slice the avocado. I found this lovely green skin one. This one's nice and ripe over at Wise. They're larger than the Haas avocado.
Yeah, I've never seen one
Yep.
of those.
I'm not the best at cutting these, so yeah, my cutting skills require a lot when it comes to avocados. But we have it cut. I removed the seed, and now we have a nice mess, but that's okay. That can be sliced for later. Okay.
Hey, you know, I think I've seen those at Weiss, but I didn't know those were avocados.
They were really good. I had to wait till I got everything nice and ripe. My cheese is getting nice and melty.
It's not cheese, it's mozzarella.
Yeah, it's mozzarella.
And you have your white cheese?
I do. I did not forget.
Good.
Yep. Nope, I'm getting everything plated. I'm getting everything done.
Do you need more plates?
If you want another plate, that would be awesome. Thank you.
You don't need a paper towel.
No, I do not. Thank you much.
Blue, because that'll be pretty.
Sounds good.
So Miss Anna Maria, did you say mozzarella is not cheese? Or I didn't hear you very well earlier.
No, for the tortilla, we use a sort of mozzarella. It's not really mozzarella, but it is like it goes like a mozzarella cheese.
Oh.
So yeah, we use that for the tortillas for melting, but for the beans and everything else, it's just crumbled dried cheese, white cheese.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear that.
No, that's okay. Here. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, that's at the top. Okay. See, nice and warm. And now, can you grab me the sour cream and the other cheese, please? Ooh, so fresh. Yeah. So now we are ready, and you can use queso fresco, found in most of the ethnic parts of the dairy section, easy to find. This is the closest equivalent that you're going to get at any grocery store. That's very easy to get. If we had any of our Turkish friends, their white cheese that you get at the international market is pretty much exactly like the cheese in Honduras. And sour cream is the other one. We're going to use that for the beans. So do you want an individual plate?
What's that mean?
Do you want a plate for yourself to eat?
Yes, sure.
All right.
Oh, Andrew, you're gonna taste. Let us know how it tastes.
Yeah, I'll take a picture for you, maybe.
Oh, thank you. That'd be wonderful.
Oh, the dog just requested a plate too.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where things are in your kitchen.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know.
I know where all the cat food stuff is, but not relevant in this section.
No, we don't eat cat food.
And now, complete balanced cat food. For
Then
human
I want
check.
to show you our mozzarella, our quesillo. I'll show you.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. There we go. No, wrong one.
Are you watching?
My poor
yes,
mother.
I think you accidentally shared your screen.
Oh.
Because,
I don't know what that is, and I know exactly what it tastes like.
It's like the mozzarella.
yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, thank you so much for showing us.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, yeah, look. Everything's
All right.
ready.
Smells good.
Yeah.
It smells delicious.
Ooh.
Fred thinks it smells delicious too.
Mandy, that just shows being a good neighbor pays off.
Yeah, it does. Oh.
Mandy, so what kind of food do you usually cook at home?
It's kind of a mixture of sort of Asian and then just, I guess, American. My family's from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, so
You know if that my stove is off or is that
It's
just on?
yeah,
Because it's
that
hot.
means it's hot.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do a lot of shellfish, and actually Andrew's favorite food, one of his favorite foods
Squid and octopus.
is squid.
Super yummy.
Squid and
Not
octopus.
go wrong.
And tofu.
And tofu. Yeah.
And
Alright.
sushi.
And well, yeah, sushi.
Let's get a plate, please.
All right. Big plate or little plate?
Whatever you want to eat on, I go for a big plate. And
Oh, like a serving spoon?
yeah. Or spatula. Perfect. I'll take it.
Yeah.
All righty. So you can tell it's still very saucy. I still have whole beans in here. All righty. Plate up, please.
All right.
Here
you go.
we go.
Now.
You can also, if you're not having anything on the side and just having this by itself, you can definitely do this in a soup bowl or something. And now, well, that's silicone, that's gonna be fine. Yeah, we're gonna crumble some cheese on top, add some avocado.
Do you ever put those beans over rice? Because those look like they would be really good on rice.
I don't think they go with rice, do they, Mom?
We don't do it with rice, but you could put it with rice.
A little rice.
Oh.
Yeah, you can put it with rice, but we
I'm not
don't
a
do
fan
it.
of rice and beans personally,
Oh.
but
Yeah,
I didn't think it was
Or
traditional.
we have the ones that are, you know, the whole bean with
Well,
rice.
that one,
But
yes, but
that's not the type of bean
Yeah,
that we
and I
use
just-
with rice.
Okay, so let's just stop because it's frozen.
Oh, it's frozen?
it froze. Well, I'm just crumbling over here. Some of the cheese on top. At least it's recording audio, I think.
Your
Oh, no, it's
crumbling,
going down.
your crumbling of cheese is not that good.
Yes, I know. It should be slightly finer. You can squish it on your own plate and squish afterwards.
And I will try to edit that part out.
You have to edit.
The peanut gallery is a very good gallery because she's helping me make sure I get it authentic.
I know.
That was a
Fred's ready to
burn.
eat.
Oh, wait. What did you do, Andrew?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, this is yours.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that looks so nice. And that should be given
they
to
can
Andrew.
still get this
Andrew,
one.
thank you so much for helping us today.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
Auntie, thank you.
Yeah, you are
Yeah.
really good
There
photographer.
we go. Slightly better crumbling on this one. My crumbling skills. Yes, small pieces. I know.
That's okay. You have enough.
See? All right. And there it is. There you have it. Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, that looks so nice.
Any questions?
Well, let's hear what Andrew says. I look forward to hear how he wants to review this.
Here, I'll let you grab a fork.
Okay.
Here.
Hold this.
All right. Oh, and then I just ran into my pot rack.
Hey, Andrew, thank you so much.
Stir on up and have a bite.
Yep. Stir it up and take a bite. Get some of the cheese and stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have some.
Stir it up, Andrew.
Is there any particular way, or does he just eat like all the?
No, just kind of try to get a little bit of the avocado with the cheese and the beans.
How hot is it?
It shouldn't be too hot.
Okay, it isn't too hot.
Yeah, that's why I waited.
Beans are good.
Huh?
Yeah.
Good, okay.
Beans plus the
Yeah.
Plus the avocado.
Yeah, with the avocado too. You love avocado.
Yeah, and you'll like these ones.
Mash the avocado into the bean.
There. Oh, he's mashing.
Yeah, I'm like, get all of the cheese and the sour cream and the avocado in there.
That's
Oh, yeah, Andrew gave you a thumbs up. Yeah, so that's good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, and Miss Anna Maria, he followed your instructions. He mashed them up and then eat them.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad we have a good review.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He does a good job listening to people who aren't his mother.
Be a little hot, but you'll like it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Nice.
You are